Hey guys, welcome to Raj Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing today? And what a turbulent day in the markets today. Of course, the Dow and other stuff was way up today, but unfortunately for me, I was way down today. AMC took a huge hit today. CCIV, which we have a huge holdings in, was a big down one today, and just overall a down day. Not a good day in the market, but you know what? You win some, you lose some. Let's take a look and see what we did. So, as I said, AMC was down huge for us. So that resulted right there, AMC alone today, in a $293,000 loss. So the good news is at least we have some hedges going on, but IDX today, that was down again, 9 cents. So it did come back off its low. The only thing good today is a lot of the stuff did come off its lows. Clover, that was down again today. Not sure why. This one just keeps going down. Hopefully it starts to turn around and it'll pick back up and stuff. Jaguar today was our only bright spot and everything. Was up today 10 cents. It was up even higher at one point. I know there's a vote going on, some news and speculation, but hopefully this one maybe can make a run, pop up above $2 again. It'd be nice to see it get moving. But like I said, AMC, a big one down today, and of course, then CCIV. Now, CCIV, at one point it was down a lot more. It actually bounced back some, but it's just, I have 9,500 contracts. So the good news is, on the hedges of these stocks today, we picked up $130,000 more that we would have lost by hedging, and they still have positions that are about $75,000 over the next 2 days. But these are very large positions, so when they start going down, so I may look to roll out early tomorrow if these are down to 4 or 5 cents, because next week, these are still 30 or 40 cents, so we could definitely pick up more money and stuff. So hopefully CCIV and hopefully all these will have a little bounce back this week. But because it is interesting, where's all the money going? That would be the number one question. Well, cryptocurrencies, they're up a little bit, and our cryptocurrency account is up $1,000 from yesterday, basically. But obviously that's not where the money went. And the only meme stock I really saw today do anything was NEGG, which is their had a huge day today. But obviously this stock here didn't take up all this money. So I don't know if everybody's just selling, sitting on the sidelines, or these people getting scared again. But the FANG stocks are all moving. Amazon today, of course, new highs. Apple is knocking at the door of a new high. And like I said, once Apple, I wouldn't be surprised to see Apple hit 150, then maybe bounce back down a little bit. But it's creeping up there. It's 50 cents away from hitting a new high, which I'm sure probably tomorrow it will do. But, when these stocks start moving, and the thing is, I don't think that the retail investor who's buying a lot of the meme stocks are really buying stuff like Apple and Netflix and those kind of FANG stocks and Microsoft and all of them. But they're definitely moving. Tesla today was down. It was interesting. I heard on the news today, it said Tesla, after they announce car deliveries, always goes down those following 2 weeks and then starts to come back. So it'll definitely be interesting. What happens there. So, but yeah, what do you guys got today? So, Andy says, AMC, buy and hold. Haven't sold it yet. Just keep hedging it. Probably, write some calls for calls for next week again. Try and pick up $3-4 or probably right now. Well, if it comes back a little bit, but if I wrote the same things, they're about $2-3. But if it drops $10, it helps, but it doesn't cure the problem. And then if it, but hopefully these meme stocks seem to like people. They seem to play them, and then they kind of slow down, and then they come back into them. So same with like GameStop. That one also is creeping back down from where it's been, but it's the same thing. They seem to, like I said, they get going and then they pull back and then they come back again and stuff. So hopefully everything will go well. Let's see. The Real High Roller, are you buying the Broncos? I am not, but interesting fun fact, I do own the domain broncos.com. So hopefully they do well. Dan, do you think AMC will come back up to 60? I do. I think this is just a little sell-off. The market's slower right now. The volume is way down. And, when the volume starts dropping, that's when, some of that stuff, is going to come down a little bit. So just got to pick the right stuff. Daniel says AMC is not a dead cat or horse. So... John, Friday is my deadline for AMC, so I don't know. Some of these, like I said, they'll go down and they out of nowhere will bounce back and stuff. Alton, You out around 800K this week. You still playing that AMC and GameStop. CCIV has lawsuit issues. Well, CCIV has always had lawsuit issues. CCIV is 2 weeks away. This was an interesting story, and somebody said this to me a long time ago. They said to me, oh my God, Raja, you're being sued. This was 20 years ago, or 16 years ago with email, and when I was doing that, I got sued by the New York AG and Microsoft at the same time. And they said, oh my God, you've been sued by, one of the biggest companies in the world, one of the worst AGs in the world. Of course, everyone knows Elliot Spitzer, who sued me, now got busted for prostitution or whatever he does. So it turned out he was a real good, upstanding guy. And then it was Microsoft. And he said, Microsoft, how do you feel Microsoft is suing you? And you must be this horrible person. And I said, well, hold on a second. Microsoft has been sued by more AGs, governments, countries, and individuals almost than any other company in the world. And I think they have probes going on now with the governments, against all this stuff. So you can't look at these lawsuits. So CCIV having, all companies have litigation. I mean, if you make billions of dollars or millions of dollars, or you have a big business, you're going to have lawsuits. It's just part of it. It could be a disgruntled employee. It could be a customer who slipped and fell at McDonald's. It could be anything, you name it. Remember the hot coffee incident at the drive-through? So, these lawsuits don't really mean anything. CCIV is going to merge. The vote's on July 22nd, that Thursday. And I think it's going to creep up. It's creeped up. It's done good. I mean, when the market, look at it, it was all the way down to, $17 almost. Look where it is now. So it stayed pretty strong. If you look at the charts, it's holding up here. CCIV can move 2-3 points in a day. I think you just have some profit taking. This thing really skyrocketed in the last month. Look at this. It had got going, and then remember it came all the way back down, but it still had a lot of support, and then it just took off to that $29. And even it's very interesting too. The last 2 days, in the market, Monday I was actually started up huge. CCIV was all the way up to $28 before it crashed, and AMC was $55 before it moved 10 points down this week. So a lot of stuff, it goes up and down. You can't, Clover Health was $28, this month. A couple of weeks ago when we mistakenly got into it, but it still has good premiums, and it's hopefully we'll go somewhere. But a lot of these stocks, they just move, and you have to be able to move with them. But Clover Health, I think the bottom is somewhere around here, and this stock definitely can move up a point or two pretty quickly, with a minute's notice, and AMC too. So it'll be interesting. AMC also, is 80% owned by, retailers. So unless somebody really whacks it, and I think the company, people are, debating if they should have raised more capital and done this, but it'll be definitely interesting what happens with AMC because, in my opinion, them not issuing more stock helps the stock because it's less short. If you issue 25 million more shares, yes, the company raises more capital right now. If there's 25 million more shares, that all the people can go short. So like I said, these stocks randomly move. You just have no idea when they're going to move, and that makes it very difficult to, play them and stuff. But it is what it is. You can't look back and complain. That's for sure. I learned that a long time ago. So somebody says, what do you think about GE? So I haven't looked at GE in a while. I think it was around $15 or so, or 12, $13. G's, $1.50 from its highs. That's a try. I didn't know they were losing money. I thought they were profitable. But, GE is a very well-diversified company, and that is good and that is bad. When you're that well-diversified and you have so much stuff, they make medical stuff, they make, airplane engines, they own CNBC. So, they're all over the map with their investments. Lady Dice Lots. Hi, Raja. Question, your portfolio is showing down over 2 million. Did you have a couple of margin calls being down in 2021 from your 5 million? No, we're actually up this year. The portfolio, this gain and loss is inaccurate. The portfolio value is $6,497,000. So that's what if I liquidated everything right now, that's what I would have. 6.5 million. I did add that extra 500 grand, so for the year right now I'm up $1 million, 20%. This game loss, this is inaccurate. This is just based on this one, and like this doesn't count. So like when these hedges close out, and I make like this hedge here, I'll probably make 300,000 on because I don't see CCIV. Love for it to be $29 in 2 days, but I do not see that happening. So that doesn't go against that. So it's only going to show you what your stuff that you're down in is. And also, it's not always accurate. It also shows me on AMC. AMC, I'm really not down one point. I'm probably down about 800,000, which is or 900,000, but not 1.1. For some reason, it's valuing it at like $62 a share, and I'm one, I bought it at like 59 a share, and then if you like add in the hedges every week, so those are definitely helping to keep it up. But that is what you're looking at when you look at that. So Trey, options on Zion Oil in the event they discover oil in Israel by the end of the month, 41 cents a share currently. Usually the stocks that are that cheap don't have options like to trade with them, but what was it, Zinog? I mean, these are stocks that are hopes and prayers. Throw $1,000 at it, $500, $100. If it hits, maybe it goes to $1. But who knows? And especially in the Middle East and stuff over there, I don't know how any of that stuff works. With oil and finding stuff over there. So. Chemo, what's happening there? Chemo, hey Raja, thanks for creating this channel for us. I've taken my 14 investments to 20 now. Awesome. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Chuck says paper losses, not realized losses. Well, yeah. So obviously, these would be correct. These would be losses, but they're not. Obviously, the whole account's up for the year. So for the year right now, hopefully tomorrow we don't get slammed again. Hopefully, like I said, after hours, CCIV is pretty flat right now. And CCIV actually had a nice little bounce. It was down at one point. It hit $24 and 76 cents today. So I mean, it came back 75 cents from where it was. It's up a little bit after hours. Now AMC. That one actually got going again. Now it's way down after hours, so I don't, this could be panicking, the memes. CCIV doesn't really correlate with the meme stocks right now because it's, actually has news and doing something, but it obviously isn't going to make any money for a couple of years. AMC, GameStop, they're obviously just the meme plays and everything else. So, definitely be interesting. Rent slots. I've had a rough 2 weeks, even being diversified. Yeah, I mean, unless you're just playing the FANG stocks and some of the non-reopening trade stuff, which randomly is picking up. Definitely, it would be interesting where the next couple of weeks take us. The other thing to note that I've noticed is, and even just from like the casinos and being out and about and my businesses, is the stimulus money is being spent. People are traveling, people are doing stuff, they're buying Louis Vuitton stuff, all these stores are Gucci are selling out quickly on stuff. That money is being spent, and it's being spent very fast. And it was kind of like people didn't have anything, and then they get that money, and then they just blow it, and it goes fast. And I'm definitely starting to notice a slowdown and seeing less people spending as much in the casinos. My businesses have started to, like my restaurants and bars have slowed down some. Some people have trips and different stuff. But a lot of that stimulus money has now been spent. And it's, unless, knock on wood, hopefully we don't have another crisis with COVID or something else. But you're not going to have that. I mean, this is $6 trillion that they just injected into the economy, which was a ton of money. So be interesting. Humble should go up. CEO canceled 100 million in shares. Derek, $2 super chat. Let's take a look at Humble. HUMBL. Not familiar with that one. We'll take a look at it. Pull it up here. And there it is, up 10% today. So that's a nice little gain. Dollar stock. It's been as high as $7 and as low as 0.02 cents in a year's time. So this thing has definitely really moved. Basically, it was a dead stock until right around January. Then it skyrocketed, it looks like, and then came all the way back down. So don't know anything about this one. Don't know. It retired over 100 million shares. So 9,000 shares of a Series B. I don't know. I don't know anything about this company, but yeah, I mean, that's definitely going to help the stock. But if that news is already out, I guess it was out after the market closed. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. It doesn't really do us any good now because you can't buy OTC stocks after hours. But yeah, I mean, it's going to help it. But the thing is, if he retired all that stock or whatever he did, he would have already done that. So it's already been out of the float. It wasn't like he just did it after hours and removed all these shares. So. But it could be doing something. The real high roller, they're buying Hennessy. I know, it's insane. Hennessy sold out everywhere. I don't know, Trump, but I guess Trump started it, and then with the sanctions against, or the tariffs against France, and then obviously Biden is honoring them. But yeah, it's horrible. You have the tariffs and everything, and then on top of it, production. The other one that's also Jack Daniels has been sold out. We had a lot of issues with tequila, 1942, the 70, but those are all cured. Some of the issues is shipping, and some of the issues is production. So I'm not exactly sure on Hennessy, but it's also like Moet, the champagne they're out of. So it'll be interesting because a lot of this is also doesn't make any sense. So a lot of these companies during the shutdown, or if they couldn't have production, you have all these barrels. So if nobody worked on them for 3 months or 6 months, then you'd have more aged product, I guess, for the future. But it's interesting why the stuff that doesn't really age or the quicker stuff they would be out of. So not sure. But drinking, and this was also an interesting fun fact, it said that female drinking is up like 20% since COVID. So females are drinking 20% more than they used to pre-COVID. So I don't know if it's just from being at home, you're hanging out, you don't have to obviously driving or going anywhere, and you're like, have a Truly or some a drink after work or while I'm working now because my boss don't know I'm drinking at home. But yeah, it was interesting. 20% increase in alcohol for females, it said, and men drinking was up a little bit, not too much. I guess we all drink a lot already. But no, it'll definitely be interesting. And I don't know, what is Hennessy trade at? What Hennessy? Let's see. HCIC. Yeah, I'm not sure which one is Moet's symbol. I'm trying to find it here. I don't know. There's a bunch of symbols here for Hennessy, so not sure which one it would be. Abby says, it's from having the husbands at home. Makes them drink more. That could be too. So, what's going on with Bank of America? I have no idea what's going on with Bank of America. BAC. I know all the institutions yesterday were down. But the banks now can start giving out more dividends and buying back stocks and everything with all those stress tests and everything. So, reports, Wall Street expects earnings growth. So I'm not sure what's going on or what you're referring to. I mean, it's also near its highs, $3.50 off its all-time high. So it's up there. I don't know. The chart looks pretty strong on it. So to me, Bank of America looks okay, Curtis. So we don't worry about it. Lord Beerus, what are your thoughts on CCIV? I think our thoughts are that July 22nd, hopefully it starts moving again in the right direction. So should do good. Quick Hyundai slots up on Apple, bought at 119. I told you guys that, yeah, that 117, 18, 19 when it dipped, and even in those 20s, I said, I think Apple is definitely going to go to 150. It's just the premiums are so small, and the price of the stock makes it really hard to really buy it. You can buy it, but 10,000 shares go up $5. It's going to be, you make $50,000. I want to gamble a little bit more. I take a little bit more risk, and I want to leverage my money a little bit better. So, Daniel says, can you talk about your thought on market manipulation? Obviously, a lot of these stocks have market manipulation, and people manipulate them. It's hard to say which ones. What Wall Street Bets is doing, some people say that's manipulation. I think the problem, and with the meme stocks and Wall Street Bets, is they're playing too many stocks. So, if they just stuck to GameStop, here's the thing. If they only had done GameStop and that's the only stock they played, GameStop would honestly probably be $1,000 a share right now. But the problem is they keep picking new ones and going back, and you have a lot of people getting hurt. So you do have that manipulation in the, on those kind of stocks. As far as overall market manipulation, any individual stock with enough people buying, selling, or rumors, or shorting, or different things can be manipulated if somebody has more money than the other people playing it. But I don't think the overall market is manipulated that heavily. News makes markets change, but it's random. I mean, companies that are earning well are going to earn. And I think that's why everybody's so upbeat about Apple, is because, like I said, you had all that stimulus. You have $6 trillion got dumped into this market in the last year, and people are going to play Apple. I mean, people, when you have that kind of money, you can go buy new iPhones and, go buy new products and stuff. So I think that's a big piece of that and stuff. You used to play DPLS. Are you still in it? Up. No, I am not in that anymore. Haven't done that one for a long time. DPLS. Yeah, Dark Pulse, 12 cents today. So, yeah, I think when we got out of it, it was about 8 cents. Let's see. 12 cents. Let's see. Pull it up there. The chart. Yeah, when we were playing it, what was it, like 4 cents? I don't know. Let's see. What was that 6, 7? Yeah, the thing was way down there. Yeah, it looks like it just took off too. So who knows why that one's moving, but definitely have not played that one in a long time. But hey guys, that's what I got for you. I hope you hope you guys all did good in the markets today. Unfortunately, I didn't. But I hope you guys do well in the markets, and hopefully, the next 2 days we can turn this week around. If we get CCIB up $1 or $2, it's gonna be big. So let's keep the faith and hope for the best. But hey guys, you're watching Raja Makes Money. I hope you guys do well tomorrow in the markets. You guys are the money makers. Best of luck. And I'll see everybody tomorrow, same time.